Welcome back, guys, to my channel. I just wanted to show you guys the month of August, what's going to be laying ahead for you guys. I had to redo the video all over again because I had to play with the camera settings on it, so it was kind of pixely, and I was trying to figure out why, and I had to like fiddle around with it, so now it's not so pixelated. It was driving me nuts because I'm like, this is a new camera, so why is this doing this? But anyways, without any further ado, it just meant that the cards that I pulled for you for the first one wasn't meant to be. So, without any further ado, you guys are going to pick a deck that resonates with you to take a look at the month of August. Typically, I pick about 4 cards just to kind of get an overview of what the month will look like for you guys. Okay, so as I said, if you're new here, you pick a deck that resonates with you. All right. And you have to remember that not all the information may resonate with you, but there will be some aspects that will, all right? And there might even be aspects from another deck that resonates with you as well. So it's always good to kind of like look at the whole video instead of just wait for your deck and be done with it, all right? So that's just a reminder. Plus, I also do a collective for the energy of the month, which is also good to know, so that way you can go, oh, I can see where that kind of fit in for the month. All right, so without any further ado, here are the decks that I've chosen. I've chosen the Fairy Tarot, I've chosen the Gypsy Fortune, and I've chose the Sacred Forest. All right, all beautiful decks, all with very interesting messages to carry through. And as always, if Spirit wants me to say something, because usually they're chatting in my ear while I'm looking at the cards and are sometimes very driven to say something, so that always pops up through my readings as well. So it's up to you to pick the deck that you want. Okay, so once again, deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. So it's up to you to pick your deck. If you haven't figured out what deck to pick yet, this is where I'd say pause it, go back, take a look, all right, and kind of focus in on the deck that you want. All right, so I'm going to start with the Fairy Tarot and take a look there. Okay, now that I've figured out the whole pixelated nastiness that was going on with my camera. Just like, why is this happening? This is a new camera. Don't tell me I have to buy a new one. Like, it's only a year old, right? So I'm like, no, stop it. I really do hope that last month was a good month for you guys. I really do. And I hope that this month will be even better. I do have the sense that there is going to be a lot of quick changes. It's going to be very fast paced this month. And I feel like there is a lot of release from what happened last month, if that makes sense. All right, but there's going to be like a lot of little quick changes here and there, and you're going to be kept on your toes this month. All right, that's the energy that's coming through. And I feel like these changes may also hold a lot of obstacles as well, which are going to be learning curves for you guys and for me too. Okay, card 1, week 1 for August, please. Ooh. Week 2. Week 3. And week 4. So we are starting off very strong with the Priest for the first week. Okay. So I get the feeling that there is some type of spiritual learning or growth even reconnecting back with beliefs that you may have had, especially if they're pertaining to, say, a spiritual or religious belief. With this type of journey work, usually when something new arises, it kind of makes us stop and think about, do we need to replace a certain old belief with a new one, or can we somehow match the two beliefs together to make it work, or do you need to have a different way of thinking, all right, when it comes down to it. All right, you need to remember too is that magic is all around you, all right? So that has to do with plants, animals, herbs, other little trinkets that you might come across, okay? And magic is within you too, right? There's this need to draw off of these tools for some reason. There's a need to draw off the earth and what it is providing you with, okay? And knowing that the certain elements that are tied to the earth are going to help you with said journey, okay? It could be that you be utilizing them for your practice. It could be that it is as simple as being a symbol for any questions that you've had, right? Those little symbols might be answers, okay? But definitely a reconnection with Earth and the reconnection of magic within you and around you, okay? A lot of questioning to do with where your beliefs stand, okay, when it comes to progressing in that direction, if you're going spiritually, or even questioning your beliefs when it comes to your values as well, right? What your priorities, okay? All right. Nice. We have the Eight of Pentacles for the second week here, okay, guys? You'll be having enough of what you need for that week, okay? Enough abundance coming through for you that week. Okay, so you might be coming into some kind of surprise money, or maybe a pay increase. It could also just be having more than what you thought you had, okay? Or it could be that a neighbor lends a helping hand, right? Abundance comes in many forms, and I say that over and over again, because people often associate abundance with just money. They don't associate it with a helping hand. They don't associate it with a hot meal. And it's very important that we look at abundance in different aspects, okay? But they're showing that you'll be coming into a good amount of abundance, and that you need to be able to, if you are able to share it with some others as well, okay? All right. So we have the Queen of Swords popping up on the third week here, and the Queen of Swords is very thorough, and she can be very fierce when she wants to be. And she has a very high intellect, a lot of being able to plan and organize, okay? Now, for some reason, my gut's a little bit kind of wonky on this one. I feel like this is going to be someone who is in your life, possibly work-related, but I'm not too sure. This person, though, comes off very controlling and needing to control situations and needing to control anything, basically. And the best way to go about this person, I think, is to either find some kind of compromise, or to be able to work out some kind of deal, right? Especially if they are really agitating the situation with you. There might be some need to kind of keep distance, if you will. All right? Because I just feel really smothered and like really thrown off by this. Just the overall feeling. So to me, this is like a person that you know or someone you'll be in contact with. Okay, so the best way to go about things with this kind of controlling person is to meet some kind of compromise. I would not try to go above them. I would not try to go behind them, just because they're the type of people that will find out and will try to squash you under their thumb even more. So definitely try to work on some kind of compromise if you're able to. Okay. Now on the 4th week we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. Still a little bit of a naivety when it comes to certain aspects, okay, when it comes to planning and whatnot. Okay, it's just a reminder that you do need to plan and organize. Now, if this is work related in any case, right, if you're thinking about switching jobs, okay, you're going to need to do the planning and organizing. All right, you need to get that together. All right. If this has to do with some type of relationship, okay, platonic, if you will, all right. Once again, there needs to be some kind of planning and organization on your part. I mean, yeah, you could just leave them high and dry, but I feel like this person would be like the type of person that you should probably be like, look, things are not working out between us, but, it was a pleasure to have you in my life, but I'm going to go a different route, okay? Because this person, I have the feeling like they're kind of gossipy and just really likes to take control of things, okay? So just whatever you're going to be doing, even even in your own sense too, you might be wandering into a phase where you'll be dealing with things more creatively as well. But to me, this is just saying you need to do some planning and organizing if it comes to looking for a new job, if you're cutting off ties, but also being, finding your outlet to deal with things too in a creative fashion. Now, this could also mean that if it is about a job, you could be looking at having a side job and doing something creatively, whether that's photography, jewelry making, or other things like art. Okay, to me, there's two ways to look at that one. Okay, so it could mean that you need to branch off and do something on your own, or it could mean that you need to do some planning and organizing when it comes to finding another job or cutting ties with said person. All right. Next, we got the Gypsy Oracle or Gypsy Fortune deck that I have here, and we're going to take a look at the weeks as well. 4 cards for each week, or 1 card for each week, I should say, not 4 cards. advice. Okay, for the first week, there's two different representations to this, okay? One being getting involved into a new romantic situation, or you're keeping your eye on said target. So a target being something to do with some kind of work for yourself or self-workings, okay? It could be manifesting a new home, it could be manifesting a new job, but so much as keeping your eye focused on that target, on what you are wanting and desiring to have, okay? The second week, we are getting into some good luck, all right? So some good luck is coming forward with this wanting to keep your eyes focused on the target, okay? So universe is sending out their good vibes and energies here, and this would be probably a very good week for you to start manifesting a little bit more with that energy coming in for good luck, okay? And not so much as take action just yet for that second week, but so much as getting things organized, getting things prepared, getting things, set up in the way that you want it to, okay? Along with the manifestation, all right? There's some good positive energy coming through for you that week. And when we look at the third week, they are giving you the green light, okay? They're giving you the green light to go, start moving forward, okay? Now, things might be a little bit fast-paced when you start moving forward, and don't be scared, okay? Don't be scared. Because in the fourth week, this is why I said don't be scared, because the fourth week, it looks like, there's going to be some people that are not going to be on your side for this at all, okay? There's going to be some people that will look down upon you about these decisions that you're making, okay? You need to trust that moving forward pace, okay? They might be going, oh, it's too fast. Oh, and you shouldn't be doing this. Oh, I don't think that's a good idea. Why would you do that, right? You need to ignore them and keep moving forward. Okay, there's a reason why you started all of this. And you're not going to stop just because there's a few people that are going, you shouldn't do that. Okay, you know what I mean, right? Because these people, you don't know whether or not they're jealous because you decided to do this. You don't know whether or not they're just trying to steal your thunder. Okay? I do hear, though, that if it is this very kind of like, not confrontational, but more like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like this very soundboard person in your life, okay? This person is a very big soundboard in your life, and you express your ideas and you express what's going on in your life with this person, okay? I do feel that if this person was to step through and kind of give you their 2 cents, maybe listen to it, okay? Maybe just listen to it. Maybe heed their advice, but still continue to move forward, okay? Just with a little bit more caution. However, this person, I feel, that is your soundboard. I feel that they would be more cheering you on for what you are going forward with, okay? The fourth week, you'll find that people will be stepping in going, oh, you shouldn't do this. Oh, don't do that. Okay? And don't have that fear of punishment from those people. Okay? Don't be fearful and don't feel guilty about what they're feeling and what they're thinking. Okay? For me, I get that feeling that it's just like kind of like a jealous aspect that they have. Okay? Because you are moving fast. You are accomplishing things little by little. You just need to kind of like, okay, give them a pat on the head, be like, oh, thank you for your concern. That's the type of people that you're going to be dealing with in the fourth week. So just keep moving forward, keep going your way, okay? Things are going to work out. I'm hearing things are going to be good, all right? So just keep that in mind. And just know that things are going to be working out. September is looking good too. By the way, I'll just throw the whole deck. So now I'm moving on to the last and final deck, which is the Sacred Forest. And we're going to be taking a mood at that one as well. And then we'll look at the collective energy for the month. Just make a mess. This week of August. Alright, so this is looking more of like the whole month for you guys, okay? This is like what you're going to be going through for the whole month, okay? Not so much week by week, but for the whole month. Okay, the first one we have is passage, okay? Then we have courage. Then we have strength. And lastly, we have flexibility. Now, the last three are going to be aspects of the first one, which is your passage. Okay? For the month of August, okay, guys, you are going to be doing a lot of work. A lot of work. Alright? Not just mundanely. You are going to be doing a lot of work inner-wise. Okay? There is a lot of residual stuff that you need to let go of from the month prior. Okay? But while I say this as well, it's going to be also one of those things where the healing process, the self-discovery, along with some type of spiritual, not like a spiritual awakening, but almost like a spiritual epiphany, if that makes sense, okay? That's all coming together all in one ball. So you're going to be having some fun times with that. Okay. During this month, there's going to be a lot of learning, a lot of letting go, a lot of shifts in your perspectives on things, a lot of shifts on your viewpoints on things. Okay. This would be almost, to me, I'm getting this, hearing this thing of you're going to go through a hermit mode, okay, while you sort out yourself, okay? So whatever happened to you last month is kind of like, it was almost like this big explosion, and there was a lot of information all at once, and you weren't too sure how to process it, if that makes sense, okay? So this month is going to be more of a month of solitude, and which is perfectly okay. Just make sure that you continue doing your mundane things. Make sure that you at least reach out to one or two close individuals once in a while, because being a hermit for that long, it's not exactly good for your mental health per se. Okay, but while you're going through this journeying, so to speak, you're gonna need that courage. You gotta keep pushing through it. Okay, as much as you might not want to look at stuff right now, you're going to have to keep pushing through it. Okay? If you want things to kind of become more cohesive again for yourself, you're going to have to push through it. You're going to have to dig deep. You're going to have to do the work. Okay? You're going to have to find that strength while you're doing this journeying for all those aspects of self. Okay? Because they all tie into one. At the end of your journey, all those aspects, the self, the spirit, the mental, emotional state, they're all going to tie into one by the time you're done all this work. Okay? And you're going to have to be flexible. And what I mean by flexibility is that you're going to have to find time to work on each aspect and be able to be flexible between working on yourself, taking rest for yourself, because you can't be doing all the self-work, if you will, all in one go. No, you're going to have to do some work, put it down, rest, recover, recharge, do some more work, rest, recover, recharge. Because sometimes when we do this type of work and discovering different aspects of self and doing spiritual work as well on top of that, and doing some healing on top of that, okay, it can't be all done in one shot. It's too exhausting. You'll burn yourself out, especially if you already have a mundane job, okay, or if you have a family to look after. You will burn yourself out. So make sure that you find that flexibility between your mundane life, your self-discovery stuff, and being able to rest and recharge. It is so important, because you will feel like you're working all the time, and you'll be burnt out by the end of it. And that's not what they want you to do. Okay? I'm saying that again. That's not what they want you to do. Okay? They want you to do it in small portions. Okay? And even they are saying it's going to take time. It's going to take time. Okay? I don't know how much time that you're going to need, but I have this feeling that it's not just going to be for the month of August. Okay? It's going to stretch a little bit further, maybe to the closer end of September. Okay? By then you'll have, by like closer end of September, by then you'll have the bulk of this kind of stuff processed and worked with. Okay? Doesn't mean that you're going to stop working with it. No, there's still going to be some work for you to do, but it won't be as much, okay? Because you'll have most of the bulk of that work done, okay? And that's all I gotta say about that. Okay, so we are looking at the collective energy for this month. And I'm going to put that back in. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So please, Spirit, what is the collective energy for this group that is watching this video for the month of August, please? And thank you. Collective energy. Collective energy. Okay, we have change and we have surrender. Okay? I'll read what's on the card and I'll give you what they're saying. Okay? It says, change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Again, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And then surrender. I can release my need to control. Again, I can release my need to control. Okay, so this month we are looking at a lot of changes coming through, like I said prior in the beginning of the video. Okay, there's a lot of changes coming through, and you won't be able to control it. I know that sounds scary. It really isn't. Okay, it really isn't scary. All right, the changes are necessary for you to be able to grow more as a person, and to grow more into your spiritual path, and grow more into the connections that you are meant to be grown into. Okay, these changes are going to be beneficial for you. Okay, these changes are going to be beneficial for you, but you need to not be trying to control it. You cannot control it. You cannot stop it. It is changes that are beneficial for you. Okay? You need to let this change happen and let it flow. And it might be stuff that you are not wanting to deal with, but it's necessary for you to deal with it in order to grow and change. All right? So with that being said, that concludes August. All right, and for those that are watching, I hope you enjoyed the readings. And also, if you want to contact me for your own personal reading, you can visit my website at www.jasmineseternalcircle.com. So JASMINESETERNALCIRCLE.com. Okay, so you can book with me through my website. Of course, you're more than welcome to reach out and send me a private message through my Twitter at psychic_mummy, on my Facebook, Jasmine's Eternal Circle. Okay, Instagram, I don't really check it that much, but I will check it for messages, which is also Jasmine's_Eternal Circle. Okay, so if you want to get a hold of me for a reading, you can look at those areas. All right, so I hope you have a wonderful month of August. May the change be very smooth and not rocky. All right? Take care, guys.